Thank you, Adam. Hello, Schey Talks. I hope everyone is having an amazing night tonight. I know I am. I am kind of jealous of everyone's talk so far. I hope I can just kind of keep that roll going. Today, I am here to talk to you about why happiness is the key to success. Now, before I get going, I want to make a distinction. I want to clear the air, if you will. In order to understand what it means to be happy, you need to look within yourselves. I cannot stand up here and tell you what it means to be happy. I mean, I could, but it doesn't mean it's going to be true for you. It's a very subjective emotion. It's different for everyone. Some people, they'll find their happiness in achievement, getting good grades, or even, making that sales quota. Others will find it in social interactions, hanging out with friends and family. Excuse me. I'm a little sick, so bear with me. I had to get one of those in the middle that I apologize if I hurt your ears. Hanging out with friends and family, or even just showing kindness towards others and seeing and feeling that kindness be reciprocated back unto them. Even others find it in material things, drugs and alcohol, a new car, new clothes, what have you. The idea is, happiness is different for everyone. But what's not so different is the effect that happiness has on our lives and the reason that our entire existence is spent striving for it. So I'm going to tell you something that you may already know, and that is that you are all hopelessly and helplessly addicted. That might sound surprising, but it's true. Every single one of us in this room is addicted to the neurochemical dopamine. Now, oh, I apologize. Again, dopamine. It's an amazing chemical. It is literally the only reason that we're ever happy. It is the reason that we go out to our daily lives and actually enjoy anything we do. It has tons of functions in our brains, and it's what makes us feel great. And I mean freaking great. Cloud 9 great. I'm the best around, and no one's gonna ever be able to bring me down great. We literally cannot get enough of this stuff. And for good reasons. Reasons that I'll go into in a bit. But first, I want to tell you why happiness is the key to success and not the other way around. So, for many of us, we've grown up to the tune of, if you work hard, you're going to become successful, and then you're going to be happy because you're successful. And that makes sense. It really does. If you work hard now, then you're going to become more successful because you've worked so hard to gain that success, and then because you're successful, you're going to be happy, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that that is completely and utterly wrong, and that you've all been living a lie. Okay, maybe it's not that dramatic, but this is the idea that positive psychology has been working on and experimenting with for the last 17 or so years. So positive psychology is that definition up there, but really what it is the research and the understanding to why humans search to find fulfillment, happiness, and meaning in life in the result that positivity has on the human experience. So positive psychologists will posit that, in fact, the opposite of this is true. They'll say that you should first be happy. And if you're happy, then you're going to work a lot harder because of that happiness. And then, because of those two things, you're going to become more successful. Now, if you don't do this, if you put happiness way over there at the end, you end up putting happiness behind this unbreachable barrier of hard work and success. Every time you reach your goal, you change your goal. You get good grades, now mom says get better grades. You make your sales quota, your quota goes up, and so on and so forth. Oh man. But what's important is that we put that happiness first so that we can understand that we're going to be at a great advantage. So dopamine is an amazing chemical because not only is it what makes us happy, it's that voice in our head that says, you know what, I like that a lot. Let's do that again. It has a laundry list of functions in our body, from increased motor skills to literally activating all of the learning and cognitive centers of our brain. In fact, people who are happier, more positive, and more optimistic are going to be 3 times more creative. They're going to be 31% more productive, 40% more likely to get a promotion. They're going to have 23 fewer stress-related symptoms, up to 10 times more engaged, 39% more likely to live to the age of 94. Now, where they get the age 94, I'll leave that to the statisticians, but they're also going to be 37% better at sales. Whoa. There should be an alarm going off in all of your brains, and if I had the voice to make an alarm sound, I would, trust me. But you guys need to understand that this is amazing. If you can just help yourself and other people to raise your positivity and happiness levels, you're going to understand that you're going to see immediate improvements in your productivity, and not just in yourself, but in others as well. So the problem becomes, well, how on earth am I supposed to help myself and others to this goal of being more happy, optimistic, and positive? Avery, you just said, and I completely agree with you, that everyone finds happiness in different things. How am I going to help everyone else to this goal? First off, I'd like to say thank you for agreeing with me. It's always nice to be validated. Secondly, I'm going to lay out just a couple different ways in which you can help to do this in yourself and in others. But before I do that, and after we have this understanding of the amazing things that happiness can do for ourselves, I think we should examine someone who truly embodies the happy-go-lucky spirit that we all should strive to do, to be, and exude, really. And I can think of no better role model than the one and only SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, yes, SpongeBob SquarePants is at times a goofball or a knucklehead McSpazatron, but truly, he has an innate ability to always be happy. He always has a smile on that square yellow face. And it's that optimism, that happiness that he gets himself out of crazy situations that he gets himself into. And I think the important part here is that in any situation that you find yourselves in, no matter how awful it might seem, no matter how terrible, how nasty it is, there is something that you can pull out. There's a lesson to be learned that you're going to be better off because you went through that situation. And if you can find those things, if you can stay positive, you can stay optimistic, then you're going to be able to rebound from that low point much quicker. And you're going to see those silver linings a lot faster. So, real quick, I'm going to hit you with a scenario, okay? You're buying gas at the gas station, eating at Subway, you're talking to the lady behind the desk, and she is just excited. She's stoked, having a great day, and unless you were in a terrible mood that day, I guarantee that you were perked up a little bit. You had a little bit of a smile on your face. I want you to keep that in mind, because if you can maintain that positive attitude, you have the ability to make someone's day at any moment in your day. And if we all have that mentality to try to improve someone's day at every moment, then the world's going to be a better place. Oh, man. So, it's tough being up here, guys. Trust me. I feel like I sound really annoying with my nose, just like, oh, draining on. This guy's sick, and we shouldn't even be here. I feel bad. But anyway. Yeah. So, real quickly, because I'm running out of time, I'm going to go through just a couple different ways that you can, actions you can take to elicit in yourselves and in other people. You can encourage others to do these as well. They're going to help you to become more positive. And one of those things is smiling. Smiles are infectious. And just the act of smiling, even if it's a fake smile, is going to immediately increase your dopamine levels. Secondly, if you start every conversation with a positive, and this is something that I do all the time, which in a real world application, that means, answering that question of, hey, how you doing today? Instead of with, oh, I'm kind of tired, not doing so well, or I'm hanging in there. Instead, hit them with a, you know what? I had a great PB&J sandwich this morning, I'm doing pretty well. Or, yeah, I had a great talk with my mom last night, doing great. Anything positive, and people will be able to relate to that positivity, and will in turn help them to find things that they're positive for as well. Another thing you can do, make a list of things that you're grateful for. If you spend the first 3 minutes, it won't even take you that long, to write down 3 things that you're grateful for in the morning, it's going to condition your brain to constantly be looking for those things that you are grateful for, and allow you to block out all the BS that happens on the daily basis, which we all know there's a lot of that. The last thing I want to bring up to you guys is to perform random acts of kindness. And I don't mean by awkwardly opening a door while you stand on the other side of it like this guy's doing, but just writing a praise or an email, or just giving your mom a call, your brother, your cousin, whatever. Give them a call and tell them how much they mean to you. And I guarantee it's not only make you a little bit happier, but it's going to help them to be happier as well. So before I leave you guys, I'm going to leave you with a quote and a final thought on happiness. Here's my quote. If you ever find happiness by hunting for it, you will find it, as the old woman did her lost spectacles, safe on her nose all the time. I think this is a great metaphor for the pursuit of happiness, because what it says is that while outside factors do play a role, ultimately happiness comes down to how you view challenges and stresses in your life. That's going to dictate how happy you allow yourself to be. If we take the time to look through the right lens, if we take the time to look at all the things that we're grateful for, you're going to find that you can find your happiness anywhere. And if you do, for all the aforementioned reasons and statistics, you're going to be ahead of the curve. Thank you very much.